Hey everyone, we were just having a thrilling conversation about the statistics of how dice work and how Tony is now finding his best dice so he can roll 20s.
Well, I think the only thing he found was his worst dice.
Well, guess we'll find out in a couple minutes because welcome back everyone to D&D with the comic book community. I'm White Whale Comics. These are the fine gentlemen who decided to allow me to DM again for them. And we are playing Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. This is episode 2. So you didn't miss much if you didn't miss last week, except probably some butt jokes and I'm sure we'll get some more in today. Already someone's telling me don't kill characters. I don't kill characters. As a DM, I facilitate situations and then the characters may die based on their choices from there.
We kill ourselves.
When also Gordon says all the characters.
He said, "Don't kill."
Oh yeah, sure did. Well, I guess we'll find out because as we left it last week, the party approached a gentleman named Sephek Caltro, who they believed to be the one who's committing the murders in 10 towns. And he very quickly sniped back at you a vicious barb of clever wordplay and made a sword of ice appear in his hand. And
kind of admitted to killing him.
Kind of.
Yeah, no, he quite literally did.
Yes, okay. Yeah. I'm just making sure I was not speaking.
Yeah, no. Well, he said he didn't, murder them. He just did what was needed to kill them because they had cheated the system.
I mean, he didn't mince words.
Yeah.
Insofar as he didn't say, "I didn't murder them. I only did, saying some nonsense about doing what the goddess
liberated
commands."
Them from life.
But no,
basically, he said,
"I didn't murder them, but I killed them because they are to be killed because of the word."
He liberated them from breathing.
Yes, no, he did not. You are quite sure you have the right guy if that's what you're worried about. So you lawful good people can. You probably can't do the finishing blow if you're lawful good because you aren't the police. But
chaos, not chaotic.
I'll leave that up to you.
I'm sure
the character choice you can make because hey, Gargle was lawful good, and by the end he was carrying around a belt full of faces. So
he didn't stay lawful good for very long.
No.
He did for quite a while.
He did for a while.
Well, episode and a half, and we went for like 2 years.
And then Alec realized lawful good was boring.
And I thought it made it a more interesting character. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about what you guys are going to do. So we're jumping right into this fight. We did roll initiative last week, and JP Gray, you were up first.
Okay, so question before I do anything. I had snuck around to the side, so he did not know I was there. He's confronting the others. So if I attack with a spell without revealing myself, do I have advantage? Because he's not aware of my presence.
Yes, I will grant you that because you rolled like a 21 for your stealth or something. So yeah, if you were going to try to come up on him because you're about 30 feet away, I would say I would have to make a stealth roll again.
No, I get that. And that's why I'm saying if I do it from where I'm standing before I reveal myself.
Yes, totally.
Yeah.
100%.
All right, so we're going to do Eldritch Blast from where I'm at. And that is a good thing I had advantage because that's a 24 to hit with advantage.
Yes, a 24 hits.
The other would have been a 7. Or no, an 8, sorry. But yeah. So that's a D10. So that is 6. I don't remember what kind of damage it was.
Yeah, I was just going to ask that.
Force
damage. Okie dokie. And 6.
And then so Gray is going to cast Eldritch Blast and then move forward to basically I'm not sure where I was relative to the others, but basically going to kind of circle behind him and get within 15, 20 feet behind him, opposite the others, so kind of flanking him, so he doesn't have a way to retreat. If I can do that.
I mean, he 100% knows you're there, though.
No, yeah, I know he does. He knows I'm there now, but now he's.
So you're just kind of serving as a bit of a drawbridge to his running away.
Yeah. So if he decides he's going to run, then he's got to.
Yeah. So at least be slowed down, hopefully.
And then. Yeah, and I have my short sword now ready. So.
Very good. Next would be Doc.
How far away am I?
You're about 30 feet.
So like about 25?
Nope.
Okay, then I guess I'll move up about 25 feet because that's my movement.
And do you not have 5 foot reach because you're small?
Well, I not extra reach, just normal.
Well, you can take anything within 5 feet of you.
Okay.
If you have 5 foot of reach.
Well, I just have normal reach,
That is 5 foot.
Okay. So I'll move up to there, and then I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Searing Smite.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack him.
The Searing Smite, you cast that on your weapon, correct?
Yes. Well,
I forget how that works.
The next time you hit a creature, so it's a bonus action, and the next time you hit a creature with the melee weapon attack during the spell's duration, your weapon flares with the white hot intensity, and the attack deals an extra 1d6 fire damage.
Okay.
So that will be a 17 to hit.
Yes, that'll hit.
Okay. And that would be 4 damage plus 4 fire damage.
So 8.
Yeah. And let me come back to Spearing's Mind. He is now on fire.
Okay.
And at the start of each of his turns until the spell ends, he must make a Constitution saving throw. And on a failed save, he takes a 1d6 fire damage.
And on a success, nothing happens?
On a success, the spell ends.
Okay.
Or if the target or creature within 5 feet of it uses an action to put out the flames, or some other effect douses the flames, such as the target being submerged in water, the spell ends.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So.
All right. Cool. So we got Gish. What's up next?
Okay, I'm like 50 feet back, right?
Yeah, because you had said you hadn't gone as close to them. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I assume there's something there that I'm hiding behind. So I come out from behind it and go cast my cantrip, Vicious Mockery, and just scream at him, "You let liquor!" And you got to make a wisdom save. My DC is 14.
All right. That is a dirty 20.
Okay, so I see it. It does nothing. And I hide back behind the rock.
So you're just you're not moving at all?
No.
Okay. Sephek is next in the order. And since Doc is the closest, he's no fool. He's going to attack you.
And he takes 1d6 now since the start of his.
All right, well, I need to make a Constitution save, right?
Yep. 14.
That is a 10. So this time. Do I roll the damage?
I can. I already did. I rolled a 4 again.
Okay. All right. So he's going to attack you twice with his longsword of ice. That is a 14 to hit.
That misses.
All right. And how about a 19 to hit?
That hits.
I hope so for level 1. Leave it to you though to find some way to mess with your character stats and be like, oh yeah, my starting AC is 22.
Oh, really?
It's 18, but
Okay. Okay. This is gonna be fun. Okay, here's the die I need. So you are going to take.
oh, I need to roll a d20 while I'm thinking about it. And the spell drops off because I failed concentration.
Okay.
Just FYI.
You take 7 slashing damage and 5 cold damage.
Okay, I'm down.
Okay. All right. He's gonna stay right there, and next in the order is Dild.
We're already down one guy.
Mhm.
This is off to a great start.
Our first opponent, and we're down a guy instantly.
Yeah, right.
Not a good sign.
I'm gonna throw a witch bolt at him.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do a ranged spell attack, and that is a 21 to hit.
Yep, that hits for sure.
And so then that blue light connects the two of us, and does 9 points of damage.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's actually I would have had to move within 30 feet actually. So as long as I was within 30 feet for that.
Unless you stayed back where Gish is, if you were walking up with the rest of the group, you were within 30 feet.
Okay, yeah, I would have just moved up just to make sure I was in there. But then that's it. I would not move any closer.
All right, Tickles.
So, how close I am? How close am I to this guy?
About 30 feet.
Okay. All right. So first, I'm going to rage, I guess. I'm going to
Okay,
rage,
use your bonus action to go into a rage, sure.
and then I'm going to go towards him,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to hit him with my great axe.
All right, roll attack.
$16.
16 hits.
16 hits. 16 hits. Okay. All right. So, out of the way. So I do 12 damage.
And
Possibly.
you rolled your,
It's a 1d12.
rolled your rage damage.
Well, I use strength, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I do 12 damage.
But
Did you roll a 1d12 plus your strength?
Right.
bonus plus
Plus
2. Plus 2, I think, isn't it, for rage?
Efficiency.
You get a bonus for going into a rage.
Right.
Did
Which
you
is
include
another
that?
2.
That's 2. So that's 12.
Okay, so you include it. We're just asking if you had calculated.
No, I know. Don't ask away. I'm just making sure that I'm doing it right.
No, it's all new. So yeah.
Yeah.
It's your first time crushing it.
And that's your turn, right? I assume.
Yeah. I mean, I can't step back. I'm stuck right there.
Right.
So.
You did.
It's not your job to run back. Your job is to
Your
stay
action
right
and
there
your
and
bonus
take the hits.
action. Gray, you're up next.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Booming Blade on my short sword and then move forward and attack him.
Okay.
That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Certainly.
And that is 7 with the Booming Blade. I forget what the hang on. Let me double check if that changes it or if it's just the. He brandishes the weapon used in the spell's casting to make a melee attack against one creature on a hit. Target suffers weapon's normal effects, and then becomes see the booming energy until the start of your next turn. If the target willingly moves 5 feet and more Before then, the target takes 1d8 thunder damage and the spell ends. So, okay. So it is just the regular piercing damage from the sword to start with. But if he moves, and then I'm going to use my...
How much damage was it again? I'm sorry.
that was 7 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action because I have 2-weapon fighting and attack him with a dagger.
All right.
And that is a 22 to hit.
Yes.
And that's going to be a d4 plus 3. Minimum, there's 4 more piercing damage. And then I'm going to use my rabbit hop to jump back 10 feet. And when I do that, it does not provoke opportunity attacks.
So now that would not trigger the ability, though, right? Because it says when he moves willingly.
It's when he moves. So I jump back 10 feet. Now, if he moves to come after me, that triggers the effect.
I see.
If he stays where he's at, then it won't affect it.
All right. Next up
But you probably
is
will because he's got the barbarian. But
Doc.
Yep, I will make a death saving throw.
And unfortunately, I don't think I have anything to help Doc.
Yeah, I don't think any of us do.
I mean, he's just unconscious. He just needs healing.
Yeah, but I can't remember. It's 1
I don't
through
have
10,
to.
right? It's fell.
It's a straight
Yeah.
Straight roll.
roll.
Okay.
But are we playing the version where he doesn't tell us if it's a
I
success or a failure?
assumed. I
You just
didn't.
tells White Whale.
I mean, I can. It's up to you guys how you want to play it. I trust you guys to keep track of your death saves, but
Yeah, I just like it when the group doesn't know if he's succeeding or failing.
Okay,
Does that
fair
make sense?
enough.
It doesn't create a sense of immediacy for us, right? I think it's
right,
kind of
because
cool,
he wouldn't be
I
able to
agree.
communicate that to you,
right?
other than like if he's gushing blood out of his neck or something.
Yeah.
I just don't have any healing at all. So that was why
I
I
don't
didn't
think it affects what we can do or what we
Hopefully
would
get
do.
that. Speaking of which, it is Gish's turn.
Okay, I pop my head back out. I see what's going on, and I do vicious mockery again. And this time I go, "Your face looks like Mom burnt the toast." And that's a wisdom save again, DC 14.
For Bard doesn't have any healing. Let's hope he rolls good.
That is a 9.
Oh, that means it's a 1d4 psychic damage. So that's a 1.
Oh, got him.
Psychically scarred.
Burn.
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word and say, "Physician, heal thyself." And that is, I rolled a 4 on the D4 plus my modifier, so you get healed by 8.
Is that range
Range of
60
60
feet? What do you know? All right, fair enough.
And then I go back behind the rock.
All right, it is Sephek's turn, and because Doc is still getting to his, or actually hasn't gotten to his feet yet, he's still, because you have to use
He's
your
on the
movement to
ground.
stand up, even though you're
I'm
healed.
still laying there.
He's conscious, but he doesn't. I mean, yeah, he would. So.
Right, so he's going to turn his attack on Tickles instead, and that is going to be a 21 to hit.
Oh, yeah, miss.
All right.
Sure.
What do I gotta do?
He's going to roll damage.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm like,
No, I'm thinking about what he can do here. I'm sorry. I'm looking over his
I
stats.
thought you already hit him.
I did.
I thought I was supposed to do something.
No.
I'm confused.
That's six damage.
Okay, cool.
You'll take half of that, Tickles, because you're in a rage.
Gotcha. I can live with that.
And his second attack is going to be a 9. I don't assume that hits.
Oh, that's a miss.
Oh, wait. And you take some cold damage, too.
And you'll take full cold right now.
Brr.
5 cold damage.
All right.
All right. It is Dill's turn.
I'm just going to hold concentration on that spell and roll another attack. Basically, I just rolled the damage. And that's going to be a 10. 10 lightning damage. It's I didn't mention last time it's lightning damage.
All right, that was easy. Back to Tickles.
This guy's still standing? Holy
So I'm going to hit him. So I'm going to hit him again with my axe. Still raging, right?
Yeah, I felt last time we played my last campaign for Strahd that you guys won all of the encounters too easily, so I'm may have upped the difficulty a little bit.
I'm
Slightly.
And this is level 1. Because let's get to like level 3.
All right, so I did a 17.
To hit.
$13 damage.
All right.
Now, what's considered a bonus action? Is that a stupid question? But
It should be on your sheet the kinds of things that you can do for a bonus action.
What
But
do you
also,
want to do?
any ability that says as a bonus action,
Anything that states bonus action.
like Rage says as a
Bonus
bonus action, you can do this, right?
right. Okay. I'm done. I got to look into this.
I don't think you have anything at level 1. This bonus action as a barbarian.
Well, I
That's
can do I can breathe fire. I have a breath.
Oh,
weapon.
I forgot the yours.
Yeah, that's a
I think that's an action though.
It's an action. Okay.
I think.
I forget.
I think it's your attack,
Okay.
but I could be wrong.
On a
But yeah,
dragon
that's
board?
your race ability, right?
Yeah. All right. I guess since I don't know yet, I guess I'm done.
Okay. Back to the top of the order with Gray.
All right.
It is your direction.
So yeah, let's see. I'm going to. Do I want to? I'm just going to keep the 10-foot at distance, and I'm just going to use Eldritch Blast again. That is a 16 to hit.
Yep.
All right. That is 8 force damage.
All right. I mean, with that hit, like you definitely see his knees like kind of buckle for sure.
That's nice.
I hope so.
You felt that one. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
All right, Doc.
All right. I will use half my movement to stand up and swing again. 15 to hit.
Yep.
That'll be a 9 damage. And that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. So while at this point you guys definitely are seeing that he is shaken by your hits. Obviously, like his knees are wobbling. He's starting to lose balance, but you don't see any like physical marks on him. Like you just hit him with an axe, right? Doc?
Me, I hit it. No, battle hammer, but yeah.
Okay, so you hit him with a hammer, but like you'd expect to see some sort of bruising or blood if you hit him in the face or whatever, but you don't see any like
with force, lightning, piercing,
Fire.
bludgeoning, slashing, and it's doing nothing.
I didn't say that. I said that.
It
There
doesn't
is my
appear.
psychic damage of 1.
Okay.
And it is Gish's turn.
Okay. Well, I just pop back out again. Use vicious mockery. And, your mother wears army boots. And, That's going to be a wisdom again.
Wisdom. Yep. That's a 22.
And that saves again. Or not. And I hide back behind the
I'm very proud of my mother's army boots. You're a great fighter. All right, it is his turn once again, and he's still locked up with Tickle, so he's gonna just keep attacking there. That's not gonna do it. That's an 8, but that's a 16.
He hits.
Uh, 6 slashing.
He slashed vagina.
Oh,
And 3 cold.
well, I'm down.
All right. That is his turn, and so it would be back to Dild.
All right, I will maintain concentration and do another round on the spell here.
Wait, excuse me. Hold on. He hit me with 6.
Which would be halved.
Okay, so maybe I'm still up there. Hold on. Okay, and then he hit me with
3
something.
more.
2 more, so that's 1.
No, you don't. You have the attack
The
damage.
cold
You
doesn't
don't
get
have the cold
hurt.
damage.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so it'd be 6 damage in total that you have to take.
6 total. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So are you up or are you down?
Are you up or down?
I'm down.
You're
Okay.
down. Okay.
Okay. But
You're
it is
awful
still-
frozen. All right. This time it's nine lightning damage.
Okay. Yeah, you can tell there's something is about to break in him.
A miss.
Yeah, something is amiss. And Tickles needs you to make a death saving roll, just a D20 straight up and down.
It's not his turn yet,
That would be on his turn, right?
or is it his
Yeah.
turn?
It is
I
his
thought he
turn.
was-
Dill
Okay.
just finished, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was last.
Sorry,
round.
I was thinking.
I did the same thing, JP.
It's just
I
a
haven't-
straight. It's just straight on the dice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 1 to 10, it's fail. Okay. So that's
I think how I show you the dice, you can't see shit. I just trying to be honest with you.
I know, but I also got done saying that we're not going to share those because it's a
You're just
secret.
gonna
Whether
tell-
you're succeeding or failing on dying
You're
is.
supposed to just
I
tell
didn't
me.
know.
It makes sense the barbarian would still tell you.
Yeah,
I'm just teasing you, Tony. I'm just teasing you.
you're okay.
I'm just teasing, brother.
all right. So back to the top of the order, and Gray.
All right. I think I'm just gonna stick with the. I'm gonna try to move in and do the. I think I'm gonna stick where I'm at and do another Eldritch Blast. 23 to hit,
Yep.
and that is 4 more force damage. No bonus on that.
All right. It is gonna be Doc.
All right. I will hit him. I will miss him most likely with a 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on the Barbarian. And that will give you 7 hit points.
A few tickles.
Tickles.
Yep. I healed
Okay.
you for 6 tickles. 7, I mean.
Oh, 7. Thank you.
All right. Gish.
I was going to rhyme one. I'll save it. But anyway, so I pop back out again and I go, your mother looks weird. And then wisdom save.
I'm gonna give myself advantage on that one. That's a 12.
Oh, finally, that. Let's see. You do 2 psychic damage.
And with that, he says, "Mama," and he falls to the ground. And I need you all to make a perception check.
Okay, wait. That's the death blow.
Killed him.
That's the death blow. The psychic damage from that mocking joke.
Apparently.
I'm ashamed to be on the victory side.
17.
Okay.
15.
21.
8.
Did you
I was
make
too busy being stunned by that comedy.
Did you make a perception roll?
I said
Yep.
8. Sorry.
Gish.
14.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so everyone except Dild notices kind of like a faint blue shimmer float away from his body.
Well, that's weird.
So he's
And as we're going to walk up to his body, or I'm going to walk up to his body and just point very dramatically and go, "It was me! I did it! What?
Wait, we don't.
I'm going to take court!"
Shut it.
Let no man say otherwise.
So,
Okay, you can carry him back then.
were we supposed to bring back proof? Were we supposed to? What were we
Yeah.
supposed to do? I forget.
Yeah, I thought it was proof.
I thought we were supposed to bring him.
No, we were supposed to take care of him and not involve the authorities. But I don't know what we were supposed to do to prove that we did that.
It said, apprehend him, ascertain his guilt, and deal with him, preferably without involving authorities. When his job is done, return to me to collect your money.
All right. So,
Right,
do we-
didn't
can I
ask-
search his body?
She didn't ask for a body or like a
Proof of
scalp
death.
or anything that would.
A face.
Yeah, she apparently is going to know.
well, I would think this would, given these probably fairly notorious at this point. But yeah. Was Tickles searching the body? Is that what you said, Tickles?
Yeah, can I search the body, please?
Sure. Make an investigation check. Are you just looking for treasure, or are you?
I'm looking for whatever I can, whatever I say, right? So if there's treasure, I'll take it. But all right,
Like, are you trying to find out something about the body, or are you trying to find something on the body?
right now I'll just look for something on the body.
Okay.
Alec, the bardic inspirations, if no one used them, they're supposed to last 10 minutes. So however you want to rule that.
Okay, that's fine.
Right, so that's a 16.
Okay. You find that even though he was, fighting with a blade, you did see it previously kind of appear out of nowhere, and he does not have any weapons on him. He, is fairly, extremely lightly clad for the weather, so there's not a lot of places to search, and you can't even find like a small dagger on him. But he does have 10 silver pieces in his pocket.
Oh, cool.
May I search him for what we saw to see if there was any indication as to what that was, and cut his face off?
Oh, Lord.
Okay, you're gonna be the gargle of this campaign.
Well, hey, you said proof. You guys said proof. I
No,
figured-
no. She said she did not require proof.
She says she didn't require proof.
She just said, well, she doesn't say I don't need proof, but she said, find him, apprehend him, ascertain his guilt, and deal with him.
Well, play it on safe side. I'll get his face.
That's fine. So one thing at a time. You want to look for
Any indication as to what the heck we saw float off was? And you said it was bluish.
kind of almost like a. If you think about taking like a piece of plastic, like a thin piece of clear plastic, and kind of shaking it in the
Okay.
light.
Well,
I know that doesn't make any sense to the characters, but to you, people who
I'm looking for anything that would indicate what that was or anything.
Okay,
like,
yeah, make an investigation check, please.
22.
So the first thing that you notice immediately is that when you touch him, he is ice cold. Like, not, oh, he's been out in the cold for a while without a shirt on. Like, feels Like there is no warmth coming from him. He's
He's
totally
a glacier.
But other than that, you do notice that his eyes have stopped. Like it was very obvious before that when you looked at him, his eyes like almost were illuminating, and bright blue, and now they are just dark.
Okay. Well, as I get his face off,
But before you get his face, I'll mention, couldn't we just take his sword if it still exists?
No, his
Doesn't
sword
exist.
Sword disappeared. Okay. I thought it still
Um,
might be like the icicle type thing there.
and then I let them know that I found out he is rock hard.
Actually, no. The sword that he
There's got to be a better way to say that, Gish.
the sword that he manifested for the fight is still there. I'm sorry, it did not
That's what I
disappear.
was.
Didn't disappear when he died.
Then
That's what I thought would be the best to take back.
well, since Doc tried to do that before I went with the face, I'll be oh yeah, that's much better. I didn't notice.
So, all right. So, when they get done doing this, or while they're doing this, I want to. Has anyone noticed, heard, responded? Like, is any town people around? Like, have we drawn attention?
Yeah, you can make a perception check to see if you can notice anyone around.
19.
Nope. It is. Streets are empty. People do not care to be out in this mess. So.
All right. So I'm going to, since we're not taking his face,
Well,
I'm going to direct.
hold on. So who's taking the sword?
So Gish did.
Doc said,
No, I know.
I mentioned
Doc
that we
mentioned
should
it, so I,
take it.
I assumed you're taking it, right?
Well, I
No,
said
I
that.
will.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Well, then I try to grab it. And I'm going to think it's really ice cold when I grab it.
You don't know because when you wrap your hands around the hilt, it disappears.
Well, it looks like it's FaceTime again.
So,
And we've fully searched his person and everything.
is there nothing else on him at all that would be identifiable or unique to him?
I mean, to some people.
At this point, the face is
I mean,
off.
like
Can I-
clothing, markings.
I was gonna say
taking
I'm a
his
naturally
face.
curious character. I would definitely want to investigate him a little bit, if you don't mind.
Are you saying you want to see his dick?
I'm
No.
saying
Yeah.
possible.
Like,
He wants to see if it's still hot,
I
right?
heard he was rock hard, is what I'm saying.
like, he doesn't wear a lot of clothing, but does he wear it? Like, what is he wearing? Is there something distinctive about that we can take without taking his face? Because I'd like to lean him about against a tree and walk away, like we didn't do nothing and we were never here. The guy just died.
He does have a, like I said, a what appears to be a uniform, but there's no like rank insignia or name embroidery. It's just a issue. He's got a gnarly ponytail.
Nice. Jealous.
Me too.
Okay, well,
I rolled an 11, so I didn't learn anything new that Gish didn't already know.
all right.
All right, so I give everybody
The
silver.
uniform would be better than the face, but that's just me. I think that going down the face or out is a kind of dark way.
No, Gray's not really into that. He's gonna like drag the guy. If you take his face after, he's gonna drag the guy back over to the tree he was originally against, lean him up against it, and say, "Let's get out of here." Job's done. Let's go.
So
Don't we need to hide the body or something? We can't leave it here.
Also, I mean, if we're thinking about this logically, a
When have we ever
loose
done that?
face mask is not going to look like the person.
No, this is why taking the face is a dumb idea.
Yeah, who would think
if
about
it's
taking
locked
the
as
faces
smart
off of
or
people?
whatever.
Take his ponytail.
Are we
I mean-
scalping him now?
Just like wait till the news comes back around. If she doesn't believe us, we'll wait till the news comes back around. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm for let's not be seen here. Let's go.
We can't leave the body there. We don't want to draw the attention of the authorities, do we?
I I'm good with disguise kits. Can I roll performance to see if I could just draw his face to show, hey, we saw this?
First,
guy
you're cutting his
throw
face
this
off,
guy.
and now you're going to do his makeup.
Uh,
Pick a lane is all I'm saying.
certainly, you can try to do a quick rendering of his likeness.
I just said we probably want to avoid the authorities, so hiding the body seems like a better idea,
And it's certainly more time efficient, but
right?
Yeah.
And there's
Well, I
plenty
might
of
be doing
like
this
snow
on the
and
way.
trees and woods and such.
All right, let's drag him out. Let's drag him out of town.
And I rolled a 19.
oh yeah, I mean, you show it to the other guys, and they're like, oh yeah, I mean that's him for sure.
Okay,
Right.
cool.
So-
Let's do this to it then.
I'm going to ask Doc or Tickles to help me. Let's get this body dragged to the side and see if we can't hide the body out in the snow somewhere.
Okay, cool. I can do it. I mean, I can.
I'll
look it
lead
over
the
here.
way to see if I can find someplace out.
Yeah, you guys don't have to do a strength check. He wasn't like an enormous man or anything, so you could definitely drag him to the snow to where you want.
We're just gonna go off into the woods a little bit and then bury him in the snow or something.
Oh, just in the snow. Okay, yeah, just throw some snow.
We're not gonna dig in this. We're not.
Yeah,
gonna
that's
tools
what I was
to
like.
dig.
Ground will be
But if we
better.
get far enough
Try.
away from town, if we get far enough away from town, at least we just put him under the snow
In D&D, as far as I'm concerned, you can do anything with enough time.
and a good enough roll.
No, because if you're trapped in a cage of 100-foot stone with nothing but a knife, you can, if you have infinite time, you could get out of that stone with the knife, but
Maybe.
Come on, start first if you didn't have food.
Is this the only place in which Alec is optimistic?
Looks like it, huh?
All right, so
All right, so we
this is
just
fictional
dragged
world,
this.
so,
We dragged this guy with an awesome ponytail into the snow.
yeah.
Yes.
we're dragging him out of town and Dild is going to try to find a place that we can hide the body off the trail here.
Okay, how far away from a marked trail are you walking?
Oh, not
Yeah,
that
let's
far.
leave
Not
We would
not out
still
of
not-
sight of the
Within
trail,
sight, yeah.
where you can't see the body from the trail, but where
Depending on
we
how
wouldn't be out
thick
of
the
sight.
wind
we
and
can see the
blizzard
trail, but you
weather
wouldn't be
is.
able to put it someplace where you wouldn't be able to see it.
So like Gish or somebody can stay on the trail and we can walk off far enough to drop off the body and still see them to get back on the trail.
Okay,
We're talking 10 minutes about dropping a body. Can we get going?
He's dead. He had a heart attack. Let's go.
A rather impatient little man.
yeah. I mean, I'm not going to make you roll anything for that. You pull him off the trail and chuck him in a snowbank.
Boom.
We deposited in the snowbank.
So are you immediately heading back to
So you said it's hard to judge time here. Like how, like
so I did read a little bit more specifically about what all of that means, and basically between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. it is no brighter than dusk, and then the rest of the time it's black, it's dark. So you can tell when it's quote unquote day because you can see your hand in front of your face, but otherwise
okay, so
so
So, like-
20 hours a day it is dark. So
we traveled here, and it was sort of the dusk time. So it's dark now.
yeah, it's dark by now for sure.
So and it was 4 hours back to the other town. So we still need to find a place to shelter if we can.
I thought there was no place to shelter here.
Yeah, unless we like invade somebody's home, we're not going to have a chance.
And
Well,
you can't see,
So
right?
you did only ask one person, but
Yeah,
he-
I think
he was
we.
very dismissive, and you got the sense from people that they kind of were an unfriendlier bunch than other places you may have been in your travels.
Right. Well, I don't know. It just seems like traveling at night in this world, 4 hours back to where we were, probably is not going. We might not make it. We might not make that trip. But
I mean, I'll tell you this much: in the rules of this campaign, no matter how healthy and what level you are, you might not make it a trip.
Yeah.
Just
Right.
because like the weather situations and extreme ice situations become like exponentially Spoiler alert.
Dangerous.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously, a couple of you are pretty banged up. I assume, unless you all use cantrips, that someone used a spell slot or two.
Yeah, I used
And
both of mine.
and it is about a 4-hour hike back in the best conditions. So, but yes, presently you do not have any place to stay. There is no inn or lodging in this little community.
So you guys, so
Where's the closest guy who lives alone?
There is. So
That's paying 10 silver. The 10 silver we just got.
I gave everybody 2 silver. I don't know if you heard me say that.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that's what he's saying.
About an hour's hike back towards Bryn Shander, you did walk past another little small settlement that you don't know anything about, so you're not sure if they would be more or less accommodating or if they even have lodging.
Well,
I would like to get away from here.
yeah,
Yeah.
not be here is probably a good idea. So I think I would risk the hour, and then hopefully we can have enough to bribe somebody to
Yes.
let us stay the night.
I agree with Gray and Doc. Greed
Yeah.
is universal. That should work. Let's go.
All right.
Is that what we're doing? So am I the best survival? I don't think all of us were paying attention before. Am I the best survival person? Is that what we decided?
I
think so.
I won, yeah.
Mom a +4.
Oh, you're a +4 on survival?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm only a +3. So
Oh, so
I'm not proficient in it, but I am +4 just due to the high wisdom.
I am proficient, and that's why I'm +3 because my
I'm not
wisdom's not
proficient. I got a +2.
So
I'm kind of stupid, so I only got.
Well, I'm average intelligence, but I'm wise.
wise, apparently, yes.
Okay.
I'm just not. I'm intelligent. I'm just not outdoorsy.
I'm more of a
So
winter.
it is dark and cold, but you do make it to this town.
Oh, okay.
Nothing happened in this hour or so, hour and a half, maybe, because it's dark.
All right.
And it is an equally small town. Well, it's a little bit bigger and it looks a little bit more kind of put together. So it doesn't look quite as in disrepair. But it is still night and the streets are still empty.
Empty?
So
Is there an inn or a bar or something?
So there's a cut through road and then one offshoot as you walk to the other side of town. So
as we're walking, go ahead.
Do we see any signs or anything? Sorry.
Or any
Yeah,
light.
at the turn there is a sign with a little arrow pointing down the way, and it says Shrine of the Flaming Sword and Mead Hall.
I like the second one.
Sounds like the best chance we got. So we'll head that way. What is this town's name? Do we know?
It is Good Mead.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so we were in
Win-win.
Burn. What was the time? I forgot. I wrote it down. We started in Burn Shander. And where were we just at? I forget.
We were in
Dog is Hall. Dog.
Dugan's Hole.
Dugan's Hole. Okay.
DOUGAN''S
Okay.
And we
Just
haven't.
trying to remember starting to get the lay of the land here.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna head to where that sign's pointing us. What do we find?
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, it's a very short little walk. It's about 2 or 3 little small houses down. On the right is a large-ish building with some lights flickering in the windows, and on the left is what looks like an old church that's fairly in disrepair. I mean, it looks solid and standing, but it does not look as well kept up as the larger building across the street.
Let's try the larger building with lights.
Okay.
All right. As you walk in, you hear some spirited rumblings coming from the room as you open the door. And you see kind of a town meeting, and Goodmead needs a new leader, and 2 locals have emerged as contenders to replace Kendrick Riseborough as town speaker. It will take a week or 2 for the town to plan an election. One candidate is a red-bearded shield dwarf logger named Shandar Froth, and the other is Olivessa Untapur, a middle-aged woman who descends from the town's Chothlin founders and who makes casks to hold Goodmead's famous brew. Shandar is wanted by the authorities in Mirabar for the murder of another dwarf, Zentarim. Zentarim agents located Shandar a few years back and are blackmailing him into serving as their eyes and ears in the town. Once a month, Shandar travels to Targos. Oh, I'm not supposed to be reading you this. Shit.
I feel like you're getting a lot of story.
Just gonna let it go.
Great. How do we know that?
Let's try that again. It won't affect things.
You know we weren't really listening anyway.
Yeah,
Well,
I was like,
I was
this is
gonna say
getting
this
long.
is information overload. I didn't even get their names written down. So
We just want to know where the booze is.
Of course, you guys didn't do what I thought you might do. So this was not prepped for.
oh, sorry. We were just looking for a place to stay. So we've entered a town meeting and not a tavern or a.
Yeah, no, it's actually.
You didn't expect us to live, did you?
He's like, I just got to prep one session, one attack, one enemy. So, like, I don't know that we enter and there appears to be a town meeting going on.
Okay, yeah, no, forget it. Nothing is happening presently.
Okay.
Okay.
So what do we see?
So wait, we went down the street, and what did we see now when we got down the street?
So there are still some lights. Everything else before you went in is the same.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So
we're
we
in
go
and-
to the building that has lights that appears to be bigger, that might be a tavern or something, because we saw a sign.
Yeah, you go in and it is a large kind of meeting space and drinkery. So there is a bar, but it is you don't see. It doesn't appear that there are any lodgings per se, but it's somewhere you could certainly take a load off.
So is there like a bartender?
Yes.
Are there tables, open tables with seats?
Oh yeah, there's like basically no one in here.
Okay.
Right, we get a
So
table.
let's grab a table. And then
Sit down,
Yeah.
order a drink, and tell the bartender, "Man, it sure is cold out there."
Can we order any kind of meal or anything? It's just booze.
Yeah. So there is a large. It's a large fire raging, so it does feel good in here, and it's certainly a relief after being out in the cold. And you feel that kind of sting on your face from the fire after being outside for so long. And yeah, there is a bar, but it is not like all you see are just barrels behind it. Like there's no any sort of bottles of liquor or taps or anything like that. There's 3 big casks behind them.
And do we see somebody there, or?
Yeah, there's an older gentleman there.
So Grace's gonna walk over. Excuse me, sir. Can my friends and I get a drink?
Certainly. Would you like our famous mead or famous honey wine?
Ooh.
Gonna look back
Honey
at
wine for me.
Is that the same thing?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Your town's named after the mead. I'll try the mead.
I'll
Yes.
try the meat too.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
10 silver altogether, please.
So
How much?
I'll just hand him a gold for the group.
Well, you all just got the equivalent of
Of
2
10
silver
silver.
apiece because there were 10 silver on the body, so
Yep.
I can just take that back.
Looks
Okay.
like our
That's
icy
fine.
friend just
Let's do
paid
that.
for our
Never
first round.
Apparently, I'm not.
What was that? The bartender says. What was that?
We're just teasing our cold friend here. He's paying.
Ah, haha, yes, classic jab.
So, can we ask you a question, sir?
Certainly.
First of all, I'm Gray. What is your name?
Meadsworth.
I love it.
It's nice to meet you, Meads.
It's a family name. That's why I work here at the meadery.
Well, it's a
I'm
good,
a
it's a good,
I'm a
it's a
bit of
good
a
solid
meter
name.
maid.
Yeah,
Excuse me?
it's a good solid name. Is there a place potentially to stay for the evening here in town?
Well, if you're looking for one of those like fancy lodges like they have in Bryn Shandar, one of those places in 10 towns, no, we don't have anything like that. But I mean, if you feel up to it, you can certainly sleep in a corner here. I have no problem with that.
Well, that's much appreciated. It's
Yes, thank you
much
very
nicer in here than it is out there.
Yeah, as long as you keep buying some drink.
Sounds wonderful. So
But don't milk them. Don't milk them all night. I'll know.
We're not really into milky around this group.
No milky? Oh,
Yes, we don't serve milky. There was a very strange gentleman here not too long ago asking for milky.
hmm.
all right, so we can actually do a rest here.
If you feel safe doing a rest here, it is an open building in a town you don't know, but the seemingly friendly barkeep has offered you to stay here where there's a fire and
Well, I think you just take shifts, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially take watches.
Yeah.
With the one up that's sitting at the table drinking to make sure that we
continue to drink.
keep the,
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll take. How long is a short rest?
1 hour.
Sure, it's only an hour.
yeah.
All right, but if I'm actually sitting drinking, is that considered a short rest? Because I'm just sitting.
Yeah, a short rest is just you're not doing anything else. But drinking or eating, I'm not gonna because like logically you would drink or eat while you were resting without sleeping.
Okay, so I'll take first shift, and I'll just throw them back.
And Gish isn't the one to take shifts. He's just going to hand the bartender a gold and go, "I'll sleep over there. Thank you so much."
All right,
Go in the
so
corner.
that gold will probably cover your drinks for the evening. So thank Gish for paying for your drinks and lodging. Yeah, I mean, whoever's keeping watch sees a couple of people come in or out, but they're just stopping in or buying a drink or something. No one seems really bothered with you sleeping in the corner. So
Cool.
No, Carlito, you're right where you belong, buddy.
Yeah, no kidding, huh?
But yeah, I mean, you can all get a long rest in, and by the time you're done with your long rest, it's still dark out.
Is there
So
any
far,
is there a someplace we can buy goods or buy? Probably no magic place or anything.
Depending on what you're looking for, there are some shops in Bryn Shandar, but you have not seen any here or in the last town. I mean, there may be people who are willing to barter with you, but there's no shop or blacksmith or potion vendor or anything like that.
Okay.
So are you guys marching back to the old first town, Bryn Shandar?
So we
Yeah, we gotta cash in here.
Yep.
All right.
So it's the 49ers against the Chiefs, huh?
Oh, did the 49ers win?
Oh,
For Detroit. All right.
All right.
So you-
Sorry, did we get our rest in?
You got your rest in, and I think you were saying you were heading back to Bryn Shander, right?
Okay.
Okay. So while it is dark, it is still. I assume you guys have torches, right?
well, I got dark vision.
I have dark vision and candles.
Okay.
I have a torch.
Okay. So I'm not gonna like make you keep track of things like torches, but like, you know, anytime you're stocking up on goods, I'm gonna kind of make you, or same thing with food and water.
Charge
like,
us a little extra, and
it's not free, but
Right.
I still want to keep track of it. I think it's boring.
Yeah.
So like anytime you go
We need to make a conscientious effort to get that stuff when we get the opportunity, but we're not gonna like track it day to
Right.
day.
Yeah, if 3 or 4 missions down the road and you still haven't gotten any new torches, and you're using them on every walk, I'm going to be like, okay,
right.
Yeah.
What
you're out
about
of food.
What about ball
You're out
bearing?
of food. You got to deal with that.
Well,
There you
since
go.
Ray's the only one of us that doesn't have dark vision, if I'm not mistaken, I'm just going to hand him one of my candles. 1 candle power. I don't know if he
Alright.
actually needed one or not. I just guess just does that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's very polite. He seems like a very, very accommodating guy so far. Very distressing.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about it.
Anyway, you get back to the tender, and do you want to go straight back to the tavern?
I
Yeah.
think that would
Do
be
you want to
logical.
look at if someone asked about buying?
I'd like to
things?
keep a track of kind of like what we see on our way in. If there's certain taverns or shops,
Yeah,
or
we got to know about
we-
this stuff, right?
anything we can recognize on the way through.
But as far as where we go, we'll probably go in straight to her to get our coin and all. I'll show her the picture and make sure this is the guy.
Um,
Did you get the nose wrap?
from where you enter town towards the center of town, you don't see anything. When you first got here the first time, there were stables immediately through that gate, and then when you were here the last time, you went to the North Look, and you did pass a place you noticed that said Black Iron Blades. But that's all you know so far about what's here in this town. So if you're going back to the tavern, the North Look, you would pass the Black Iron Blades.
Black Iron Blades.
Right. So, are we going to go to this Black Iron Blades, or are we going to the tavern first? to get some
I think we're just going to the tavern, but we're just tracking where everything is.
Get the money.
All right.
It's freaking camera.
Okay. Okay. All right. So you see Hlyn, the dwarf who gave you the quest, still sitting, not still probably, but where you found her last in the tavern, sitting there enjoying a beverage.
Well, Gish being Gish is just going to stroll right up to her, sit down beside her, and go, "Well, hello! I had a fantastic time. Is this the guy? This is the guy, right? You were talking about? Because if it's not, then we really did something we shouldn't have."
No, we didn't. He admitted to it.
Says, well, that is a very well drawn photo picture of the gentleman.
Well,
I shouldn't
thank you.
give him that much credit. Sephek. I mean, I will believe that you took care of it, but this is not proof you killed anybody. It's just proof that you saw a man and drew his picture.
Yes, well, I tried to cut off his face as proof, but then there was a big ordeal, and they were like, "No, Gish, don't." And I was like, "No, I wanna." And then they were like,
Well, I mean, it's pretty simple as far as I'm concerned. If you killed him, or you scared him off, or you are telling baloney, if the murders continue, I'll know you're lying. But if they ceased, I'll consider it well and good. So
didn't want to
here's your purse. Just thank you very much. And she
he
gives you
kind
a
of
little.
admitted to being a murderer, and that made a knife, and it was fascinating.
I'll tell you, I've known several bards in my life, and they're all better storytellers than this one.
I'm not getting paid for this one yet.
Try to give it a little dramatic flair if you can.
So are we getting the money or not?
Yeah, she handed over a small purse with 10 gold in it, so you can distribute that how you choose. I assume you want to do. Oh,
How much
sorry,
did we get? I'm sorry.
It was 100 gold.
So we each get 20.
Yep.
Okay, you can look at
All right. So,
All right. Do you want to look around the town? Do you want to
I want
talk?
to talk to her personally. If she's not rushing off anywhere.
No, she's got nowhere to be.
I have to say,
She disappears in a cloud of smoke.
you're right. When we finished dealing with your man there was a sort of blue light that flew away from his body. Like, it seemed rather queer. Does that sound like something that you'd expect from this?
Well, I had assumed you had some sort of blessing of the Frostmaiden to be able to survive the cold as he did, but I've never seen a blue shimmer float over a body. No, I can't say that I have.
Well, I never seen a man draw an ice sword out of thin air, but I saw that too.
Yeah, well, that's quite amazing, it sounds, but that doesn't change the fact that I don't know anything about that.
He's just a very curious fellow. Is there any other tasks that you'd be needing from us?
I mean, you seem like trustworthy and sure-footed travelers and warriors. If I do need you again, I will send word. You have done well. Thank you, children.
Well, we appreciate your business.
So, is there any shops around here? Any place to stay? It's kind of cold outside.
You can't. This is an inn, so you can stay here.
Okay.
But you don't need a rest right now. You're at full.
yeah, so it's early morning of whatever accounts for in this place. So,
All right. So, what we can do here now is drink.
right.
So you can stay here and drink. There, you did pass the Black Iron Blades, which looks like some sort of smithy. And other than that, you can ask people, the bartender, whoever, about other places in town, or you can look around the tavern, or you can get a room and sleep your campaign away.
Are there any shops around here? Any place where we can pick up supplies or special goods, special objects?
Is this in character?
Yeah.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to the little short woman in front of me.
The person who just gave you your money?
Yeah. Because she's the only person we know, right? So, or do we go to the? I could always go to the bar.
No, fine.
We know. Yeah, we know Brilford Wimbley or whatever.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
Brimford. Sorry, Brimford Wimbley.
Brimford Wimbley.
The diabetes.
The bartender.
Yeah, but no, you can ask her. She says, "Oh yeah, the only shop I know of is that the the what do they call it? The
Something like the black
black,
sword.
black iron blades. And
Black
so,
Iron Blades.
if you've seen the stables and town hall right square in the middle of town, the only other really interesting point would be the House of the Morning Lord, which is just a small short walk east of here.
And what sort of business is that?
Well, it's the business of their god, I suppose. It is a
Place
it's a
of
house
worship.
of worship.
It's like a church. All right.
Church then? We can stop by there so they have everything.
All right. So
I'll
let's,
follow you, Tickles, my boy.
What'd you say?
It's not tickle my boy. It's tickle my vagina.
Well, I guess okay. Well, let's go. I mean, I'm curious about what's going around here, so I'd like to go to the Black Iron Blade. So I'm gonna, if you guys want to come, let's we can go there.
Let's
Sure.
split the party.
Let's split the party.
let's
Already, episode 2.
Well, all right, let's go.
So I'm gonna make my way to the Black Iron Blades.
I as well.
Me too. See if they have any ball bearings.
Okay, you walk in and there are 2 dwarves there. One with a blacksmithing hammer and one of those big leather vests they use, and another female who is behind sort of a counter area.
So male and female dwarf.
Yes.
So the female is at the counter. So she's the person you talk to.
So what do we see like as we walk in here? Is it is it
It's
An
basically
Go ahead.
it's anything in the player's handbook for weapons or adventuring gear. So you walk in and she says, "Hi, welcome to the Black Iron Blades, the finest blades in all the land. Anytime you hear about Icewind Dale, you hear he was carrying a black iron blade to boot. So if you're a boot to boot, the way I'm no good at this. I'm trying my best, but what can I do you for?" And she does explain that her brother, Garn the Hammer, aptly named, is the finest and cheapest blades in 10 towns. While it's his, their siblings. She sells the adventuring supplies and minds the shop while he blacksmiths.
what was her name?
Elza, Elza, no relation.
Do you have any magical items in here? Or is it all sort of weapons and armor?
Magical items. You're cute. No, we do our best, but magic is the Frostmaiden is about the only magical thing, and that's not a compliment. But don't tell her I said it.
Okay, so grab my, I'm trying to remember what else. So let's see what's on our list here. Can I get some torches? And let's see. Try to get
I actually realized I had torches on me.
I have some already, but I figured if we're gonna play it this way, I'm just gonna
Pick some up.
I was just going to say I'll give you mine because
I have 10.
I have 10 also, and
Oh.
I'll just keep like one because for
Okay.
keeping one.
I mean,
All right, well then.
they're 1 copper piece a piece. So
There you go. No, let's play it. Why can't I find the adventuring?
it's on adventuring gear is on page 150 of the player's handbook.
Okay,
Yep.
let's go past it. Here we go. Lay down though. See what all we need.
You might see if they can get you a bullseye lantern.
Oh yeah. Do they have a? That would be a good idea. Do they have a lantern?
Oh, certainly. Yeah. Anything. They have a full stack, so your goddamn ball bearings are here if you want them.
You should have said no. You should have just said no.
I think I'm going.
Right,
What's a bullseye lantern?
It's instead of like a box lantern that it illuminates all sides. A bullseye lantern is like a flashlight
Just in front of you.
forward.
And it lasts a lot longer than torches. And
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna do that and buy, and let's see, how much is the oil? Because you gotta have the oil for it. Flask of oil is a silver piece.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, can I get a bullseye lantern and 10 flasks of oil?
Oh, certainly. That'll be 10 gold, 10 silver, please.
All right, so I'll hand that over.
And she hands you not the nicest looking bullseye lantern you've seen, but it looks functional.
All
It's
right.
just, kind of old and ratty, but does not seem broken or unusable in any way. And then 10 flasks of oil.
I'm gonna add that.
Since Gish doesn't really need anything, he's going to be standing near the entrance playing his kazoo.
Okay.
kazoo.
Yes, it's one of my proficiencies.
Music or kazoo?
Tool proficiencies. I get 3 musical instruments. One is a kazoo, the other's a triangle, and one's a recorder.
Oof, boy, you got some range.
How do you light the oil? If that makes sense.
You have a tinderbox, so you have flint.
Yeah, I have a tinderbox.
Anyone else need anything?
Yeah, can I get a lantern also? And 5 casts of oil and 2 torches. And yeah, that's about it.
All right, so you wanted a bullseye lantern,
Yeah,
10 gold. You wanted how many flasks of oil?
5.
All right, 5 silver.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 torches?
Yes.
That's 2 copper.
Okay.
He gave me his other torches, so I'm gonna add those.
All right, anyone else itching to spend some coin?
Yeah, I think. Let me check. Can't remember if I picked the pack that got hammer and pittons or not. If not, I'm gonna buy some. Yeah, I want to buy hammer and pittons.
Okay. The hammer is 1 gold piece, and the pittons are 5 copper pieces
Okay.
each, I would assume. It says python,
Pythons, yeah.
so 5 copper pieces a piece.
Okay. Then now we're doing 10 base, right?
Sure.
So 10 copper, be 1 silver. So I'll get 10 of them, which would be
Okay.
5 silver.
Yep.
Okay.
Dild.
I don't think so. I don't
Okay.
think I need anything.
You're just listening to my kazoo playing then at the
I
end?
mean, struggling through it.
I mean, make a roll.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you got to
sorry, am I
perform here.
rolling?
You need a performance check.
Yeah. $22.
Yeah,
I love it.
man.
I'm having a blast.
I was gonna say.
He's
You're like,
rocking it.
guys, you gotta check this out. Like wild on the kazoo.
Sorry.
I couldn't get the line out. I just went from 6 to midnight.
I'm playing the Keeper's trilogy. Just
You're playing that harmonica solo from Blues Travelers.
yeah,
The hook on
yeah.
the kazoo somehow.
Never now and then.
Like
Just,
bang on.
maybe I'm wrong. And then go back.
Yeah, so you guys are grooving on that kazoo. But if you're all done, you guys can head out, and
So, are there any other shops, or is this the only shop in town?
it's the only shop in town.
Almost
What
really.
what kind of magical items are you looking for?
Oh, I don't know. That's I don't know yet.
We don't have enough gold.
I'm always looking for stuff to up my armor class. So rings and
By
cloaks.
the way, that fight did level you up.
Ooh,
Oh, sweet. Okay, so we'll
Yeah, my armor class is insanely low. So anything I can snag, and most of the stuff I can wear has to be kind of magical, right? The cloaks and the rings and the such. Not the kind of stuff I'd find with a smithy.
Does anyone need like a significant amount of time to level up?
No.
I don't know.
So
Yeah, remember what I roll for a warlock here.
we all have to look at the little chart
Just
here.
learn a spell. I don't think I get a whole bunch.
I mean, you obviously get to roll a hit die.
Yeah, I just learned another spell. That's it. Oh, and Jack of all trades. Song. I'm gonna have to look up all that later.
Warlock.
Yeah, I mean, if you get into another situation where you need to use anything, we can pause and let you figure it out. But
I get Eldritch Invocations, which I'll have to look up. At second level. 2 Eldritch Invocations of your choice. We'll have to. I had not investigated those yet. I'll have to investigate those. And then I
can't remember which spell casting focus I was going to pick, but I don't know that I need to pick it tonight.
yeah, probably not. Unless you
hit points at higher levels, D8 plus your Constitution modifier. Ooh, a 7. Nice. And what's my Constitution modifier? Constitution plus 2, so 9. Nice. I needed that. That other guy would have hit me once and I'd been down.
Oh, where Tickles went, but we should wait for him before we continue.
We
If you guys do want to start reading up on your stuff.
No, I just gotta pick a spell and a focus, and not I need either one currently.
No.
Yeah, I just need to figure out what my options are here with these Eldritch Invocations. I didn't think about going to level 2 tonight, so I didn't look them up. Sorry. It looks like I have several options.
There he is. All right. So as you exit the Black Iron Blades, 3 stocky figures bundled in cold weather garb stumble towards you. They have snowshoes slung over their backs and ice picks fastened at their belts. And 2 of them have thick beards. The third holds up a gloved hand and says through a thick wool scarf in a raspy voice, "Well met. I'm Herna, and these are my friends Corax and Storm. We need help and you look capable."
What kind of help, friend? And I'm Gray. And this is Flappy, as I point to the raven on my shoulder.
Pleasure to meet you and your friend. Oi.
Oi.
He's going to be Cockney, by the way.
Oh. No. Okay. So what were their names again?
The woman dwarf speaking is Hruna, Hruna. And the other 2 dwarves are Korux, Korux, and Storn, Storn.
Sure. Okay.
She continues once you ask what kind of help she needs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, pleasure to meet you, Gray. We're the survivors of a group of dwarves tasked with delivering a sled of iron ingots to Bryn Shandar. And obviously we are here in Bryn Shandar, and we have no iron ingots anymore. You see, what happened was a Yeti surprised us and killed a member of our group. The rest of us fled as the Yeti tore Ubuk limb from limb. It was horrible. Now we need someone to go back and get the sled for us. As payment, we offer each of you a gemstone worth 50 gold pieces. The friendship of the dwarves of Icewind Dale can also be a boon to these harsh times. She kind of like elbows you and like, huh? You need snowshoes. You'll need snowshoes to make a trip a good time. And she says, obviously we are all suffering from PTSD from the situation. Otherwise, we would bravely go back and defeat the, when he hadn't got the jump on us, we would have taken care of the Yeti. But we're shaking in our boots. So we have these, and she shows you the gemstones, and they are shiny and look very sparkly and fun.
Okay.
If you go handle that, and we'd appreciate it, and pay handsomely.
So I'm gonna. Now, whereabouts was this Yeti attack? And it was just the one, you say?
Just the one Yeti?
Yeah. Whereabouts and whether or not...
We only saw one. I don't know if he was bringing the limbs back to his family, but only one attacked us.
And whereabouts was this? How far from here?
Well, here's the thing. It's in the middle of the tundra, about halfway to Kelvin's cairn. And just from, you learned some things about the kind of area when you came here. You didn't just come here blind. And that is a large mine that is almost directly northeast of here, but there is no road that goes there. So it is you have to cross the tundra, which is why she's saying you need snowshoes to make in good time.
And how far from here was this attack on the way to the mine? Like,
sorry, what's the question?
A day? Like, how far were they from here when they were attacked? Just trying to get a feel for how far the journey is.
Yeah, it's going to be, a few hours at best.
Okay, so not that.
It'd be probably a day between getting the sled, finding the sled, getting there, getting the sled back. You're looking at close to like a day's worth of work.
Close to a day's worth of work. Okay.
I'd like to roll insight if I can, and what I'm looking for with that would be, is there anything they're leaving out, like traps, or was there actually two Yetis, or was it a Yeti and there were other people that they don't want to tell us about?
Yeti.
Sure.
May I roll that? Okay.
Yeah. You can always roll anything. I'm not ever going to tell you to not roll something.
Okay, well...
If you try to do something absurd, I might not make it very easy.
Well, by being level 2, I now have Jack of all trades, and I found out what that is. And I can add my proficiency, cut in half, rounding down, to anything I'm not proficient in.
Mm-hmm.
And I am not proficient in insight. So that's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 that I rolled.
Okay. Yeah, she is the only thing that you can sense that she's lying is the PTSD thing. You think that they are
They
just
want to do it.
They're just cowards. It's not that they are especially scarred by the incident at the moment. They're just scared. But you don't get the sense that she's leading you into a trap. or that they know anything else about the attack other than that.
These snowshoes you mentioned, is that something we have to purchase, or since we all have winter gear, would that be in there?
Let me see.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. I forgot to about what our
What the
winter
winter gear starting pack comes with.
Yeah.
Now you only have cold weather clothing, but they do sell snowshoes at the Black Iron Blades.
We were
Okay.
just in.
It's actually in the player's handbook.
Okay.
They're two gold pieces.
Okay. I want to ask him? Can you describe this Yeti to me? I want to see if it's really a Yeti or if there's something else.
A certain. I know you may be new. Have you not seen a Yeti yet?
Oh, I've seen one. I just was curious if you could describe it.
Oh, I mean, sure. I'm not much of a storyteller, but it's a large, horrible white beast with horns and gnashing teeth, a bit of a pig face. It typically has kind of a red stained red around its face and its white fur, but otherwise it's a white boy.
Okay.
You can't jump. Get it?
Yes.
Does he bounce?
So, any feeling for why the Yeti attacked you? Just in the area and looking for a meal of one of you? Is that what
Probably.
you
I
think?
mean, Yetis aren't known for their clever plans and rationale. They just kind of kill what they want and eat what they want and play with their food a bit.
Yeah,
I guess
it's quite.
you're walking away for the shoes.
Okay.
All right. I want to go buy some shoes.
So we've gotten pretty good directions from these folks at this point, or description or not. Like,
Yeah, I
where
mean,
we need to go.
you know, they give you like a pretty precise bearing to walk towards. So you know, like if you stay on the straight and narrow, headed in that direction, you will reach the spot where they were ambushed.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna go back and buy some snowshoes.
I believe Gish already did that.
I'm already there.
For all of us?
Did you say it was 2 gold for all of us, or is that 2 gold for each?
2 gold each.
2 gold for each.
Okay, well then I lay down 10 gold, and as y'all come to it, I'm walking out, and I went and bought everyone's shoes. Here you go. Gray, I got yours in gray. Doc's yours is white. Tickles yours is pink, and just,
Ooh.
they didn't have your size, so I got you a child small. Here you go.
I'm usually a medium, but that'll work.
So wait, how tall is Dill? Just out of curiosity here.
What did I end up getting on that?
Traditionally, they're like 3 feet, right?
Yeah, it's 3 feet, I think.
Oh, okay. So I'm only like a foot taller than you.
All right.
But think about like a normal human that you're a foot taller than. That's
Right. But I mean,
especially when you're talking about 3 to 4 feet. That's a third higher.
I wrote 3'3".
3'3". Okay. I'm just over 4. And then Doc, you're a dwarf. How tall are you?
Yeah, I am 4'5".
4'5". So you and I are about the same height. Okay.
Oh, that means this is the weirdest looking party because I'm like 6 foot, normal human size, and Tickles is like 7.5, 8 feet.
Yeah. So, okay. All right. So are we gonna head this way?
Yeah, let's go. Anybody want to sit on my shoulder so they don't fall in the snow too?
That's okay.
All right. So you start walking in that direction. You're just, heading that way toward the direction you were pointed in. I assume Gray, you're up front with your lantern you just purchased.
Sure.
All right. It's pretty uneventful for the first, chunk of this journey, but you do feel the wind start to pick up, and the snow kind of, be flung around a bit. The fallen snow, when the wind blows, it kind of just coughs it back up in the air. So it doesn't. You can't tell if it's snowing or not, but there's snow in the air.
Gotcha.
Blowing
around one way or the other.
Yeah, but as you get a little further, very quickly you realize that a blizzard is descending on you. It reduces visibility to 20 feet, and anything you were using as any sort of easy marker to keep you going in the right direction is out of view at this point, as the blowing snow and howling winds engulf you. So I need to see how long this is going to last, and then all right. Now this is where their survival comes into play.
Okay. So what do we need to do here?
So hold on. Let me make sure I get this right. So basically what you're rolling for is to keep your bearings on the direction you're headed. So you need to, for each hour traveled through the blizzard, you need to make a wisdom survival check or a 15 DC.
One of us or all of us, or how we?
Whoever the navigator is. And
so is that going to be you, Doc? Since you're the +4, I'm only a +3.
I can. It doesn't matter.
Who's using the lantern?
I was using the lantern.
I've got dark vision. So
you're in the front, but Doc's navigating. Okay, that's fine.
I mean, we can play this however. I don't know. I am the one with the lantern, so.
Okay. That's fine. I will give Doc advantage because of the lantern.
Okay.
Yeah. Even with advantage, I got a 10.
Okay. Everyone give me a perception roll.
Dirty 20. No, 20. 21. Sorry.
I get the dirty 20 though.
Okay. Since you're in front, this is
9.
Proficient.
This is good since you're up front anyway. After about another hour, Gray, you notice, even though it's been snowing, there's definitely divots in the snow that look like your tracks.
Okay, so I realize we went in a circle.
Yes. So I need you, Doc, to make another survival check still with advantage because of the lantern.
Okay. 18 was the larger.
Okay. Yeah, you seem to be, after about another hour, you don't see those same evidence of tracks, so you feel like you're heading in a new direction at least. So I need you to make another survival check. 15.
Oh, that's a dirty 21 or 21.
Okay.
On the first roll.
2021 plus
Alexa, stop.
3,022.
Alexa.
All right, give me one more.
All right. Really? Rolled a 1 on both. So it's a 5 on both.
Snake eyes.
All right. That's fine.
That's fine. It's all
I doubt that.
You notice about an hour later that you look back and you don't see Tickles.
Okay. Oh, great.
What about me? Because I was walking with Tickles.
Nope, you are still with the group. You have no idea. He was there 1 second and gone the next.
Okay.
We lost Magina.
That's my
Okay.
Tickles, my boy, no!
So at this point, though, the winds and the snow start to kind of die down, and you get your bearings as to the direction you should be heading in and the direction you came from. But I'm still gonna, if you're trying to reunite the party, surprise, spoiler, Tickles is not dead. He just got lost.
So does Tickles need to roll survival or nature, or
You need to make a group survival check.
okay.
Group.
So I think
survival.
Yay!
I rolled a 10.
I got a 5.
24.
14.
What's wrong
What'd
with
you
you,
roll,
man?
Bill?
I didn't watch it either.
Luckily, with a 24, Doc is able to track your tracks well enough to find Tickles kind of just wandering in a circle.
He's just walking into a tree over and over.
Just looking straight up at the sky, like clearly trying to follow stars, but is failing miserably. But you do reunite, but it does cost you about another hour.
Okay.
So you're at about 6 hours at this point.
All right. How close do we think to where we need to be?
You're probably about another hour, 90 minutes away from where you think you're going.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess we keep on trucking then.
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
How
Well,
much switch at this point?
since the blizzard died, you don't have to make any more checks. And eventually, you crest a snow-covered ridge and see a frozen, dismembered corpse in the gully in front of you. Snow covers some of the gory bits, but the headless torso and severed limbs are visible. You see tracks in the snow all around the corpse, and the telltale grooves in the snow left behind the sled by a sled that has been hauled away.
Does that mean the Yeti's riding a sled?
Santa?
Rather odd.
All right.
Well, I suppose we should follow these tracks then, eh?
So, have any of you dealt with the Yeti before?
Not Yeti.
I have to say, I honestly thought they were making the whole thing up, but now I'm a little worried.
I with my past, Alec, can I roll for that, I guess? Would that be nature, or if I've dealt with a Yeti before?
Somehow I don't think you have dealt with the Yeti.
I mean, sure. Any of you, obviously, your pasts are up in the air, so any of you can.
I rolled a
you're welcome to
natural
roll.
20.
Okay, I mean, you very definitely have had some sort of face-to-face or near face-to-face encounters where you would know about Yetis.
My character's more face to Yeti dick.
What? Is there any one specific thing that about a Yeti that I could tell the group? Since
His balls.
That you probably don't want to try to find the Yeti. You want to try to avoid the Yeti.
We probably don't want to try and find the Yeti. We want to avoid the Yeti. But then, if we need to know where this is, it's probably with the Yeti. So we should find the Yeti. But I don't know if we want to find the
I'm
Yeti.
gonna say
Just follow the track.
I've dealt with Yeti. If we stumble across it, don't attack. Let me handle it. Unless I tell you other.
Sounds fine to me.
So the recent blizzard, at least from a passive perception sense, it appears that any of the dwarves' tracks or the Yeti's tracks have been erased by the snow, but there are still you can see the tracks from where the sled was hauled away, but there are no Yeti or dwarf footprints in the area.
Well, I think we got to follow the sled.
Yep.
Okay.
Can we tell which way is the way the sled has went, like before the attack, where it was coming from and where it went, or like we know which direction to go? I guess technically we know where it was coming from, so yeah.
Yeah, you know where it was coming from. So the way when it turns, it's
okay.
You know to follow it that way.
As we start to follow the sled, can I do a perception, nature, investigate to just see if I feel like sense any other creatures around us or feel like we're being watched or anything
before you leave?
Like as we start to follow, just as we're slowly as we're starting to follow, can I do a perception check to see if I perceive that something might be watching us or not?
Does your bird do reconnaissance?
Give me a survival check.
Survival, okay. Ooh, that's only a 5. The bird doesn't really do what I want. He just is here.
Can I, since I'm level 2, can I use my danger sense?
Oh,
is that an ability you get at level 2?
Yeah, level 2, you gain an uncanny sense that when things nearby aren't as they should be, giving you the edge when you dodge away from danger. You have the advantage of dexterity saving throws against effects that you can see, such as traps and spells.
All right, so that is for when you have to make a dexterity saving throw against like a trap or something that you don't expect. So that doesn't affect your ability to like sense danger for the group.
Then I'll take that as a no. Thank you very much.
But you can make a survival check if you want to see if you notice anything.
Sure, why not? That's a 14.
Yeah, so you don't sense anything around you, but you do notice that there are so as I said, the dwarf prints and the Yeti prints are clearly gone, but along the where the tracks of the sled are, you see some what look like very small footprints of snowshoes.
So someone other than the Yeti is taking the sled, potentially.
Okay.
Unless the Yeti has shrunk and wore snowshoes, yes.
Yeah. Right. So let's keep following here.
So so the sled goes with the little feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So it only takes about half an hour of following these tracks when the creatures you've been following appear to be goblins based on their stature. All 6 of them groan, grunt, and curse loudly as they haul the bulky sled towards what appears to be a 20-foot-tall wagon parked in the snow. Harnessed to this conveyance are 2 roaring polar bears that don't look happy. And unless you want to do anything specific to that information, we're going to probably end it there tonight. So you don't have to start trying to figure out how to engage in these.
Yeah.
Unless you have a very clever idea.
Let me figure out my Eldritch invocations before we get into this.
I figured also if you're about to get into a fight, you guys want to probably look at your level 2 options.
Perfect.
I only have one question.
Yeah.
When we come back, would I be able to do something in surprise, or would I need to wait for the initiative turn, assuming that's going to happen?
Well, they have not noticed you yet, so initiative won't happen until someone tries to
do something,
make a move. So we do something to draw their attention.
Yeah, you're still far enough away that you could potentially set something up. So if you want to think about that, That's fair.
I am. Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Well,
Hey,
thanks to Gordon for hanging out seemingly the whole
thanks,
time.
Gordon.
You're a champ. And Carlito for stopping by as well. Yeah, so I think next weekend we're off, right?
All right, so
We're
we're up
down,
next.
we're down
We'll
Dill
be back in a couple of weeks
Yeah, it's my dad's birthday.
with I mean, we don't care why. It's less
Well,
important than
legitimately?
D&D, apparently.
Today's my wife's birthday, but I'm still playing.
Oh,
Oh, wow. Well, happy birthday.
happy
I made
birthday!
breakfast. I made
Actually,
dinner.
that's-
You know.
So
Okay.
getting you out of her
Birthday,
hair
too.
was actually the present she
Yeah,
wanted.
right.
She got rid of you
That's
for
a
2
great
hours.
way.
My present to her was taking your attention
You
away
borrow
so
my
she can
husband
breathe
for
for a second.
Get him out of my hair for 2 hours.
All right, very good. So we'll see you back in a couple weeks. Thanks for watching. Thanks for playing, and never turning back on a blizzard. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.